over 2,000 questions that were sent in. Red Redford went through about 1,000 of them. And we appreciate that, Red. And we put a consensus together and we sent them to Ash MUFAREH. I'm sure he's going to touch on a lot of those. And I want you to remember this. Some of the questions asked strategically, he can't answer right now. Everything he's doing right now is strategic. So be patient. As we turn the page, we'll say, for next week, I'm sure more things are going to come out. But let's just be respectful. Listen to what he has to say. I personally want to say thank you. I kept my promise, myself and Marty and Ash, to bring new faces on here. So we have new faces, we have some old faces, but you all have beautiful faces. So thank you very much for joining us. Some of you I haven't seen in a while, or I've never seen, so I'm excited to hear you. I've got so many notes. I want to say happy Ash Day, religiously and for our brother. Happy Passover and a God blessing Easter. And let's not forget the gift that we are given of Jesus Christ the Lord. That's my faith. I respect all faiths, but happy Easter to you. I hope you all blessed Easter. It's a little early, but I'm going to start it now. Again, you do not have to speak. When Ash is done, the first one I'm going to call is my brother Marty DeGarmo. And then by show of hands, I'll call you. But I want to get everyone, but I do want to get some of the new people on here. We want to shine the light on everyone. The true success of this company are the people. And we want to show everyone that we possibly can. And then in the following weeks, to show who you are, where you're from, what country. If you notice, we are worldwide. We have just about every country on here. Different colors, different sizes, different faces. And it's really, really a lot of fun. But I want you all to remember this, the sacrifices that Ash MUFAREH has done for all of us. I am extremely appreciative of what he's done. He's not only our friend, he's our brother, but he's also our beloved CEO who's gone to great lengths to make things happen and do the things that he's doing, literally. I think that as we go along with this page, each chapter is going to get a little more interesting. We'll have to wait to see what Ash says. He will discuss, I believe, some things that he touched on last week. And he will actually also discuss on strategic, as far as questions, what he can say and what he can't say. Faith in him. I have all the faith in him. So on that note, I don't think I've forgotten it, and I might, but remember this. Ms. Nagma, she's on here. I got to know her really well the last couple hours, real 2 o'clock in the morning for her. She's a sweetheart, so welcome, Nagma. I ask that you like and subscribe to whatever YouTube channel pops on. You did notice that we have a brand new, what did I call it? My brain is fogged here.
Domain.
Thank you. Domain, historic-comeback.com. That is the new domain we'll be using. I don't think that'll change, but it could. But we'll give you notice. Myself and Marty, Brad, we try to give you notices on everything that's happened as transparent as we can. So I'm talking way too much. I'm going to bring on our brother, my friend, our friend, a guy that has gone above and beyond for every one of us to realize that, yeah, we got a chance. And we're all jumped in this because it's a change our lives. And our main goal, I think, he changed our lives. We go out and change other people's lives. So on that note, I don't know if he's ready, but Ash MUFAREH, the floor, my brother.
I'm ready, my brother, and everyone. I hope mine.
Perfect.
Give me a thumbs up. Perfect. You're doing great. I wish I didn't have to come in to stop the joy, because you're killing it. I appreciate everything you're doing with everyone here. Your presence, your support is very highly appreciative. So we are definitely keeping the momentum, and I believe that We just touched up on how great was the feedback last week, and it's given us even more energy. We're more pumped as of today, just because of your desire toward a better chapter and ready for that change. And we've talked about the necessity and importance of change in this journey, and pretty much in every aspect of our life. So it's inevitable, but this time we're doing it more cautious and more conscious, the transformation. So change is inevitable. Purposely?
I did.
Okay.
Mark, they put me on the spotlight. It should be your sexy head.
Yeah, well, or I would love both because I like split screen. I don't want to. The worst thing is just watching myself.
No, you're on spotlight to
When
YouTube.
okay, got it. Okay, the speaker, obviously, I get it.
Yeah, you're looking at Chris because I don't know why, but anyway.
Yeah, that it's pleasure rather than seeing myself though. I just want to make sure this is what you wanted. So my quick analyst to what happened is people are more eager about the next thing, which is quite healthy and assuring and comforting that we're not stuck in the past. Yes, we understand it is necessary to change, but what's next? So the focus was there, and I believe there has been a massive number, probably hundreds, if not more than that, received of some suggested topics or questions. I have a few, basically most common, repeated one. Let's be specific. I have 15 questions right here, and I thought 80–90% of these questions, or the nature of these questions, is about the next business. Okay. So I would try to do my best to please you on that aspect. Now, what I thought, okay, would be helpful, I will assume that these are the things that you want to know about, just my personal estimate or assumption. Okay, so let's go over that. So we've talked about how change is inevitable and growth and the exact specific transformation is optional. Okay, as long as we do it in a strategic way, and the transformation has to be conscious, conscious and cautious choice. So not necessarily just to change for the sake of change, right? It has to be an up, a topping what we've built before. We cannot just say, we're just going to change for the sake of change. No, it is inevitable. It happens everywhere, not just in business or our business. It's not unique to us. It happens everywhere. But how do you change? How do you compile and compound your success to a higher ground? That is what I want you to start feeling with me. We're not repeating so much of the past. We've got so many lessons, and the transformation is going to be more careful, more cautious, less talking. Our actions are going to beat our, conversation or words. So I will try to satisfy your curiosity about where exactly are we now? Okay, where are we at the moment in terms of business and what is happening in this phase? And even I'm gonna, spoil you more uh, to touch up on when do we move on to the next chapter? Timing. Okay, so I'll be able to touch up on those as well, and I will talk about, okay, what is exactly the next chapter, and what is, maybe you want to call it the next business or the new model. All right. So I'll dive into that and keep it as brief as possible to allow more of the great leaders here. I'm actually excited myself to see some of the new faces or perhaps faces we've missed in a while. So it's quite, humbling. Now, where are we now? Okay, exactly. We are in passive. Let's not talk about the moon. Okay, we're still on planet Earth, and we're quite aware of, uh, a troubled year. It was in 2024, as you come to know, things are not going in the right direction, and it broke down to the point where we had to stop and change or shift our direction. That was quite obvious, and we chose strategically not to speak up publicly or to share it, all the details in at the wrong time. So we want to speak when things are pretty much are more clear and more tangible, more solid, more stable. All right, we don't want to do that. So it is really, really important to talk about what did we learn from that experience. Okay, and how and what things that logically are not going to be repeated, because we saw the results where those activities or actions have taken us to. So one thing we know, we had bigger marketing. Okay, it's a good thing for business, but ahead of our production. I'll say it as blunt as that. Okay, and it sounds like we have felt we are there already. Success is in hand. This is my evaluation. We felt that we got it, we killed it. The numbers are massive. Everybody's loving the concept, and it's a done deal. Mentally, do it or die. We go there, and everybody was living it. It's like, I literally know people were shopping for their dream materialistic goal. Okay, no joke, no joke. So we got ahead of ourselves, okay, collectively. And from the questions we started to have at the end about our technologies and the AI, it sounded like more science fiction. So we went too far in our expectations and our marketing. So it wasn't quite aligned. We all know how I believe the bigger the dream, the bigger the team. But one important thing we talk about also is who's on your team. That will determine the quality of your dream and how and if your dream will actually arrive or is reachable in the first place. So we did well with the numbers, not quite well with the quality. But I believed that we can take those individuals, I'm talking about the heads, we can take them to the top with us. I believe you have to take a risk if you want to save time instead of just, you know, doing standard procedures and business operation tactics, which you take time, probation, all of that, and the hiring and the appraisal and all of that. If we go through that process, my impression was it will take us longer, okay? But I thought I'll take risk, I'll overstaff, and I'll give people a chance. As long as they're good people, okay, ethically, the skill is easy to obtain or to acquire. So I was more focused on the character. If I trust so-and-so, they don't have the skill yet, we will evolve together. We can grow together. I share with them what I have. I give them lots of flexibility and freedom. Never going to treat them as a boss or as employees. I treated them as partners. That's a mistake I have learned firsthand. Theoretically, it sounds good. It's out of a good heart, out of a good intention. Yeah, sure, good people. Let's take them to the top with us. We grow together, no problem. Okay, we make mistakes, all of that. But as you may know, I always say you attract who you are. But I learned not who you want. And that's the best part. I'll explain that to you why it's the best part. So I did attract some of these, or I'm not now let me differentiate. Okay, we're talking about leaders in the market, yourself, okay, those who are choosing to win, to ride along in this journey, all those great individuals on this platform, and those who are listening live. Okay, now we believe, okay, we've attracted the right people. On the corporate side, we didn't have much choices because I wasn't in charge of that. It's not like, okay, it sounds like people were more attracted to the business concept, maybe to myself and a little bit of it, but more to the benefits. Now, what slipped and the mistake that happened naively, the character wasn't vetted as we should. We should have really had more care and cautiousness about the quality of the people we've had. So we did attract the numbers, yeah, bigger team on both sides. I'm talking about the market, I'm talking about the corporate. But the quality of the people on the corporate side, okay, and by all means, they're people who are sisters and brothers. I will take a bullet for them. They're friends permanently. But they went, under the feet in the swamp because of the action of others. So it's an unfair, as it was unfair for me and yourself and so many other individuals or families who were having, a good life. Now, those when the character isn't good, their focus wasn't, and their heart not in the right place, no matter what we've tried to do to take them to a higher ground, to evolve and grow in leadership, in technical skill level, they wouldn't go because the intention isn't clean. It's about monetary and benefits and control and so forth. But the good news, I was more focused on my relationship with you. Now talking about the market side. And we were quite successful to get to know each other more and more. Not only that we've attracted who we are because it was a choice and you were not getting paid per se salary nor commissions, or you came by choice and I was not getting paid as well to give you my vision or my heart, my passion. It was quite voluntarily from both sides, but it's a strong desire and passion towards something that we believe we can make it happen together. And that has given us the drive to continue even when things were not clear or sounds like doomed. And here we are today. Forget everything in terms of, those setbacks, stabs, backstabbing, all of that. Forget all of that. The reward is much greater because success is not what you do in a day or two or a year. It's all like over all your career. Okay. And as long as you stay truthful to your character, tough times reveal that we all know that. Everybody is lovey-dovey, nice, when things are fine, easy. But when it's tough, when there's a turbulence, you see the true character. And I have to tell you, my friends here, we are made of gold because we're connected in such a way, 100% optional, voluntarily. We are not forced to do this. You're not forced to be here. Your show, like your time, your presence, in fact, you're showing up. That's 80, 90% of success. I didn't make that up. You cannot succeed, or you have zero chance to succeed in something you're not in it. As long as you're in it and you have the right intention, the right character, you've attracted good people as well yourself. I've attracted enough of you. We do believe we have what it takes to be successful. No problem. It didn't happen, the first round, second round, no problem. But make no mistake, where we're going is what matters. Because where we are now today, or the past is gone. We got the lesson. Where we are today is not permanent. In a few hours, it will be over. It will be history. Cannot change it. But where we're going is what matters to us the most. So where are we now? So we're in a troubled company in multiple avenues, and now we have to go, it became obviously important to change, but before we change, we're in that phase right now. This transformation requires a ton of activities, actions, strategically, we have to get through that. There are a few things we have to clean up before we move on to that next chapter. I'll be more specific to you. More specific. Okay.